Third segment of the ILFL Soccer Nights. As we were discussing the Vets results in the previous section, if I can just finish off with the second division results. Beaumont Masters B winning 2-1 against E1 Legends. East FC, congratulations to you. Your first win, 2-0 over Sire Vets V. A very convincing win and well deserved. Hawken Eagle B losing 4-1 against Riverside Vets B. And Workers Elites losing 1-0 against London Legends. If we can have a look at the table of the Premiership of the Veterans League, we can see Weavers on top with 13 points. London Tigers second with 12 points and Bromley Abu Hani on 8 points respectively. And at the bottom we can see Sire and Mohammedan Vets on 3 points. Nanu, any comments or any surprises at the moment of time on the Premiership? I know it's early days.
There is a huge surprise. I'm not sure if anyone noticed. Okay, so usually we'd have London Tigers 1 or 2 points above the nearest team. This time we've got Weavers and London Tigers right at the top, and there seems to be a huge gap between those two teams. So now London Tigers are a very consistent team. Okay, we know that they come in, they play and win the games. Weavers are not exactly that consistent, but I know they're having a fantastic run. Now, if they slip up and London Tigers take the lead, then we could say that London Tigers are probably on course to take yet again another title, and that is quite concerning for the other teams, because you can see there's a 4-point gap already, and in the Veterans League 1 or 2 point gap is huge. It's huge. It's absolutely huge, because as soon as a team goes 2 points above you, it's ever so difficult to catch up, because
it's tight. Yeah.
It's very, very tight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we go to the first division and second division, just to give you an update, if you're watching the show, Leicester actually winning 2-0 against Liverpool. So Liverpool fans, look away now. Leicester are winning 2-0. Coming back to our ILFL Veteran League, if I can get Ajmal, obviously you manage also with Rahat Hawken Eagle Vets. You got your points last Monday, 3 points. You managed to get a draw last Thursday, sitting not comfortably on the 6th position, just above the 2 relegation positions.
Yeah, no. We drew last week on Thursday, but I think we should have got more out of a game, especially on our first half performance. Second half performance wasn't as good. We let St Catherine's back into the game. But yes, I think we are slowly moving up the ladder in the right direction as well.
I think you played better football in the last 2 games, and I think that's why you got the 4 points.
Thursday, first half, we played some absolute fantastic football. But looking at the league, what Nani was saying in regards to the Premiership, it looks like similar patterns happening in this as well, with G7 actually getting a little gap. And then the other teams, you've got 3 teams on 8 points and 7 points and 4 points ourselves. I think you're going to see that kind of group of up and down throughout the whole season. So it's getting interesting, unless someone actually slows down G7.
Yeah. I think G7s are very strong, and we did, we watched them on the week 2 and week 3, said, you know what, based on the quality we saw, we can see the potential, but obviously they have to make sure they perform week in, week out and get the results. 4 wins and a draw, 13 points, top of the table itself. Riverside and Revive at the bottom at the relegation positions, but obviously we know it's early days. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. If we can go and look at the second division of the Veterans League, we can see London Legends sitting comfortably on top with 13 points. Beaumont Masters B, what a revival this season, in the second place on 12 points. E1 Legends on third, and the rest as follows. But we can see at the bottom, Hawken Eagle, Vets B and East FC getting the first 3 points. I know they're at the bottom, but I know the team East FC, sorry. It's a bunch of friends playing and enjoying. Got the first win against Sire B. It's a credit to them and a good result for them.
That's quite. It would be quite shocking for Sire B, because East FC, they've got a good bunch of players. We've played against them, and we actually did win against them. And from my own observations, what I saw was that it's not like they lack the footballing mind. The thing that they lack is the team gelling, and they don't have that yet. And they do play good football. It's just that the team doesn't play well together. Now, 3 or 4 games later, maybe that's changed, and for them to win against Sire B, which is a really, really strong team, quite convincingly, it just says something. So yeah, well done to East FC.
Okay, that's the Vets wrapped up. We'll try and go over the fixtures for this Thursday if we have any sufficient time at the end of the segment. As we discussed, we're going to do the draw for the Challenge Cup semi-final. I've got Ajmal and Shakil, if you can draw up the first home team. And the fixtures are going to be played this coming Sunday. So please look at the website for details of the venue and kick-off time. Will be played this coming Sunday. So if you can ask Shakil to take the first team, please.
First team is Oh, red coat.
Red coat, that's the home team. We'll be playing against Ajmal if you can get the away team for the first semi-final.
Good luck, all teams. We'll be playing Arsenal.
Okay, and Shakil, if you can get we know the other two teams, just for clarity on home team.
The home teams. Spirit.
And for formality, we know the fourth team. It should be Ajmal.
PYO.
There you have it, the semi-final for the Challenge Cup. As I said, these fixtures, both fixtures will be played this coming Sunday. The system will be updated later tonight, so please check for venue and kick-off time. Just to reconfirm, the first semi-final will be Red Coat versus Arsenal, Spirit versus PYO. These are the semi-final. Just looking at the draw, Nanu, Red Coat versus Arsenal. Arsenal are a very good side on the day when they all turn up on time. They could be a tricky tie for Red Coat.
It could be a tricky tie because they went past the team that they played against yesterday, 8 goals. So they've scored quite a few goals recently. Yeah, as you mentioned, you know, it's one of those teams that if they come with all of the players and if they come with the right players as well, because they've got a massive squad. And yeah,
with Red Coat, the motivation should be there, the passion should be there. They just won the championship of Division 1. They should be on a high. I think for me, that should be a little push.
They will be on a very high, at least, because now that they've won the first division, they won't have to concentrate on that anymore. So they don't have to worry about losing any players. So they can give, you know, go 100% on this now.
Yeah. And Shaq, you've seen Arsenal play. Once they have the 11 players on the field, they're a very good side to watch, and they play good football.
They're a very, very, very good side. The only downside about it is, can Arsenal cope with Red Coat's physical side of things? That's going to be the difference, really. I think that Arsenal do like to play football. Red Coat, they're more physical side. So if Arsenal know the weakness for Red Coat, then that would be a very, very good game.
I agree. I mean, I've seen Arsenal play a couple of times. We played them in the summer as well last season, and Arsenal played good football on the floor. So did Red Coat as well. So it'll be good to actually see them, you know, the clash in terms of passing football, who wins that kind of battle. But what Shaq was saying is I think the physical force might just tip them a bit.
So you got the Red Coat with the power, the strength, and obviously success of the Division 1, and you got this slick football of Arsenal. We'll see what happens on this coming Sunday. The other semi-final for me is a tough one to call, Spirit versus PYO. Now, Spirit obviously coming second in the league. PYO, a very good season this year. Pavel has done excellent for them to get to the semi-final. A win away from the final. This must be, you know, they must be itching to play the PYO boys, because I know a lot of them are very, very young, between the age of 16 and 19. For them to be playing in a semi-final with a chance to go into a final, that must be a huge motivation. Semi-final,
no pressure in a way, because if you lose, you know, you're not expected to win it again. That's a great encouragement to actually try to actually win that one. Still think Esprit would win it, but I think, you know,
it's a tough call. It really is a tough call because Esprit is standing second on the division and PYO is just right behind them. So these two teams have a strong management structure and the quality is quite similar as well. So only on the day it would tell who's going to win. Now, as far as I can see, it's neck and neck.
Neck and neck, okay. There you have it. These are the two semi-finals being played this coming Sunday. Just as we wrap up, if I can discuss with yourself, Nanu, we discussed vaguely last week about certain projects that are happening in April. We now have confirmation about the UK BFC. The date's been confirmed?
Yeah, the day has been confirmed.
The Sunday is the 23rd of April.
Correct.
And it's being played at Northampton. So it's middle of the country. So all teams will be invited via our host, Northants United FC, one of the partners of the UK BFC, along with ILFL and Shopler League in Birmingham. So you should be, if you're interested, please get in touch with us. The committee for the Northants United FC will be contacting. It's only 16 teams available, slots available. Is that correct,
yeah? Correct, yeah. We would want to try and keep all of the strongest teams. As soon as we try and expand on that, then the quality goes out the window. For the previous 3 seasons, we looked for the quality, and it
has been improving. The quality of football has been improving. You can see that because I think in the last year we saw a lot of youth coming on board. Because in the previous years I've seen a lot of vets, 3 or 4 vets coming in, whereas now it's mainly youth. Because I think teams are taking it more seriously. They're more prepared.
Teams have to take it more seriously.
Yeah, you know, because it's a national tournament.
One of the teams that came in, they did well was Newark. You know, they did absolutely fantastic, went into the final, but they couldn't win it. But that team almost had every single player age of 16 or 18, and they played absolutely brilliant. So this is what we would like to see, and this is what we expect to see going forward as well.
From London's point of view, obviously we had Bowman winning last season from London. We had London Tigers winning from the previous season from London. So maybe London may have to go for a hat-trick this season.
They could, but you know, these teams outside of London, there's a huge Bengali community as well at the same time.
I think
and they prepare for this kind of tournaments because this is the only time that they can come and showcase. So the rest of the country, because if you're in London, it's the rest of the country to showcase what you've got. So any player out there, senior age, who have been Bengali would want to play in that, because that is the only platform that you can show how good you are.
And I take it the UK BFC committee will be coming on show to discuss more thorough details regarding the competition itself, the Premier League round on the 23rd, the final itself is going to be in a professional stadium.
We'll do all the draws, and all of the dates will be confirmed soon. As soon as we've selected the 16 teams, a communication will be sent out, and hopefully everything will be taken from there.
There you have it. UK BFC has been confirmed. It's 23rd of April 2017. It's going to be played at Northampton. One of the new partners, Northampton United FC, along with ILFL and Scotland League. We will be inviting the committee to attend the show and give you more details. And we'll take from there. If there is any teams that are interested, please get in touch with us, and we'll be more than happy to provide the necessary information. The other two competition, Ajmal, we've got the Super Cup on the 16th of April, which has been confirmed. That's open to all the teams throughout the UK. It's an open tournament for adults. You participated yourself last year. You looking forward to that one?
It's a great buzz. It's a great day out, and you've got pretty much all the teams around you, surroundings. You've got you get together with friends as well. You play with different teams. It's a great buzz.
I like it because obviously there's no restrictions. It's open to all. It's not just London teams. I already had a call from Luton. Spartak Luton already showed interest. A few teams already contacted myself and the league. But as I said, if there's any teams that want to participate in the Super Cup, which is the adults competition, it's on the 16th of April. We're going to have a league format in the first round, then the quarterfinal, semi-final. It's a one-day tournament. Please get in touch with us, and we'll also again provide you more details. The other tournament, which is the Legends Cup on the 30th of April. Again, it's a one-day tournament, similar format, a league format, the first round, then the quarterfinal, semi-final, one-day tournament. And we had last year, I think we had 13 or was it 12 teams we had in the Legends Cup.
We did, and I think the target for this year is 16 teams, and hopefully we should meet that target. And 16 keeps it nice and sort of streamlined.
Again, to reiterate, it's an 11-a-side vets tournament, and it's open to all. There's no restriction, and it's teams from all over UK. There's no restriction on London.
And I believe the enhancement from previous years that this year we're going to have linesmen as well.
Oh, right. Okay, excellent.
And all throughout all of the group stages.
So all the fixtures will have 2 linesmen in the game from the first round.
We did take a lot of feedback from the participating teams, and the only thing that they said about that could be improved is that if we can have linesmen to help the referee make some of the decisions, because it is in a really competitive environment, if the referee is unable to give the right decision, then it really does mess things up for the other team. So we thought it was best to include the linesmen, and we took all the feedback from the teams, and there you have it. We've got linesmen from this season. So thank you to all of those teams who provided the feedback, and there's your result.
Okay, there you have it. The Super Cup on the 16th of April, the UK BFC on the 23rd of April, and the Legends Cup on the 30th of April. Lots of football coming in April before the summer and the Ramadan. If I can quickly go to Shaq, I know you're still doing your youth training, which is totally voluntary. You on your spare time, are you still continuing? And if you want to tell the viewers what age category you're looking for?
So 7 to 10 years old at Amana Primary School, not far from here. And I also started a running club every Sunday morning.
And just to reiterate, Shakil does this purely voluntary. There's no expense, there's no cost, there's no money involved. He does it on his own time. So if you have kids at from the age of 7 to 10, bring them to Mana Primary School.
Mana Primary School, yeah.
Bring them to Mana Primary School. So sorry, I have to cut you off, Shakil. We're coming to the end of the show. It's been a packed show, and I believe the result's still 2-0 to Leicester. So if you're watching, it's half-time 2-0, so we have come to the end of the show. I'd like to give my thanks to the guys that are behind the green room. Thanks to all my pundits and providing all the necessary information. We had a packed show. We'll hope to see you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next week.